Well, podcasts, they are booming. They are so popular. There's actually a festival dedicated to them in Brooklyn, and it kicks off today and showcases podcasts of a lot of different genres and celebrates the artists who make them. So right now here in studio, we are joined by Kate Hessler, who's the marketing director at the Brooklyn Podcast Festival. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Thank you.
You know, I was really excited to hear about this. Never heard about a podcast festival. For those who aren't familiar, explain to us what it's about.
So Brooklyn Podcast Festival, this is the second year of the festival. It's produced by City Farm Presents, and this year we are sponsored by Pandora, which recently just launched their podcast platform. So the whole idea just kind of came about to bring podcast fans closer to the hosts and the comedians and the shows that they listen to every day on their commute, on the subway, in their cars. So it's a really, intimate kind of experience. So we wanted to put together a festival to celebrate that. So we have 4 days, 4 venues, about 20 shows. Tonight we're starting with NPR's Ask Me Another with Terry Crews from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We also on Saturday will have a Smart Cities series, which sort of highlights podcasts that are exploring urban living and urban innovation and how technology can help cities, be better to live in. So it's really exciting. We're happy to have it back for a second year. There's some tickets still available. Many shows are sold out, but I encourage you to go to the website and check out to see what is still available, bkpodfest.com.
It's a really cool concept because, so many times you listen to podcasts, but you might not be entirely familiar with the host behind it. And here's your chance to just be up close in the room with them as this is going on.
Yeah, it's a really unique experience, and I get emails from people all the time that are just like, this is my favorite podcast, and is there any way I could possibly get a ticket? So people are really hungry to see these types of events live and in person, and every year more and more people are discovering podcasts. People who are already listening to podcasts are listening to more and more podcasts, so it's really a type of media that is growing hugely each year.
And I was going to ask you, what do you think is behind the popularity, the surge that we're seeing in interest surrounding podcasts?
I think some of it has to do with people that are looking for screen-free entertainment. I think with everything going on in the world right now, some people just want to kind of take a step back and listen to something fun and positive, or maybe they're a true crime addict and they want to devour all of those types of podcasts. But I think it's just something that also more and more brands, you're seeing places like Glamour get into the podcast, world.
Right.
So it's every year it's growing year over year, and it's very exciting, for the creators of those podcasts to, have an audience that's growing so much.
And so one last thing, just for people who are interested, how can they get tickets, and when does this wrap up?
So it starts tonight at the Bell House, and it will run through Sunday. Shows will be at the Bell House, Union Hall, Camp David at Industry City, and also Brick tonight, all in Brooklyn. Tickets are at bkpodfest.com.
All right, Kate Hessler, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to that festival. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining us.